Today we're going to find out if you are really living the end. So let's get into it, guys. Hello everyone, my name is Al and welcome to my channel Simply Create with Al. And if you're new here, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I'm here making manifesting easier for you, sharing all my tips and advice so that you can use them to create the life you have always dreamed of. And if you're in need of coaching, go to my description box. All information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. Today we are talking about living in the end. And it's so important. Never talked about it many times. And I keep reading things like, I'm living the end, but then I react to this. Or, I'm living the end, but there is no movement. How do I get it quicker? You know, all of these questions. And I thought, let's talk a little bit about it because I feel that there is a lot of misunderstanding when it comes to what it really means to living the end and why these things are not possible, okay? Why keep looking for signs or wondering how do you get it quicker cannot happen when you are really living in the end. When it comes to living in the end or to be in the state of the wish fulfilled, there are two things that you have to keep in mind. The first one is the whole reason why we are living the end is because our desire hasn't manifested in the 3D yet. And the second thing is when we are living the end, the presence of our desire is as real as it can be. You are in the state of someone who owns what you want to have or who has what you want to have. So that's why it is impossible to be in the state of the wish fulfilled and yet say there is no movement. I can see it. Because when you are seeking for something, it's because you don't have it. When someone is telling themselves, I'm living the end, and yet I see no movement. Where is it? How can I get it faster? It's the same thing as me holding this lipstick and asking, why isn't it here? How can I get it faster? Why can't I see any movement? What's going on? What am I doing wrong? Okay, if I was doing that, you would tell me, you have it, it's in your hand, you have it, it's yours, right? It's the same thing. When you're living in the end, it is yours. That's why when Neville talks about the story of going to Barbados and Abdullah keeps telling him, you are in Barbados, you are in Barbados, you are in Barbados. It's the same thing, okay? When you are in the state of the wish fulfilled, there is no looking for it. There is no, why isn't it here? There is no, why is it taking so long? You are there. You have it. What are you wondering about? It just means that you haven't really reached that state of living in the end. We all get glimpses of that state when we are affirming, scripting, visualizing, okay? When we are focusing on what we want rather than what we don't, okay? We get a glimpse of how our reality could be, right? But it doesn't mean that we are living in the state of the wish fulfilled. We often talk about everyone being as pushed out. And we also talk about how we don't manifest what we want, but we manifest what we are. And the reason why this is so is because you are not manifesting your desire. Your desire already exists. What you are manifesting is the version of you who has your desire. Do you understand? That's why your focus should not be on your desire, but on yourself. It is a self-development journey, okay? You have to become the person who has it. And I'm not telling you that this is an easy journey, okay? We all, if we keep persisting, we are going to get there. But We are all in different parts of our journey. And that journey doesn't need to be an easy one. Sometimes it isn't, okay? Sometimes it's very painful. That's why Navo used to say, the old man has to die. Everything in you that means that you cannot have your desire, that this is impossible. So your beliefs, your assumptions, the old story, everything has to die. Everything has to go. So that you can finally embody the version of you who has what you desire. In the state of the wish fulfilled, there is no need, there is no lack. You are it, you have it, it's done. So you're looking at your manifestation through the eyes of awareness, where everything already exists, everything is possible, and whatever you want is yours. And even though it's so, okay, sometimes you're going to look at the 3D and ask yourself, what the heck's going on? Okay, but this is not going to shake you. This is not going to throw you off because, you know, you have a compass and your compass is set and you have your eyes on the prize. And even though sometimes you may look to the sides, you're like, okay, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to achieve it. Whatever happens, it doesn't mean that I'm not gonna get my manifestation. Okay, it means absolutely nothing. You can even say it has absolutely nothing to do with me. Okay, I don't have to worry about it because it has nothing to do with me. As I said before, when we decide to manifest something, we are embarking on a journey, right? So we are becoming the person who has our desire. And it doesn't need to be an easy journey, okay? It can be easy, it can be difficult, it can be short, it can be long. But there are lessons that we are learning along the way. And one day you are going to look back and appreciate the time that you have gone through. You will realize that that thing or those moments were really important for you to become who you are. Neville talked about planting the seed of your manifestation. And some people along the journey, they have to learn what I often talk here, detachment, right? They are like, here's the ground, and they are holding the seed over here the entire time. They can just not let it go to the ground. It is a teamwork. It's you and awareness, you, the universe, you, your higher self, you, God, whatever you believe in, right? So you have done your part. You have to hand it over. The seed has to go to the ground. While other people cannot stop watering that. The seed is in the ground, but they are watering it the entire time. So the entire time is about what technique works. Let me try this. Let me try that. Let me try this. Let me try that. The seed is gonna die, right? Other people keep picking it up and taking a look. Has it taken roots? No. And then put it on the ground again. Other people pick it up. It hasn't taken roots. Throw it away and start all over again. So those are things that I have been there, I have done that, and I have learned from it, okay? This is just dragging the process. You can either want to have something or have it, want to be something or be it. You can either be the old version of you with the old story, the old limiting beliefs, or the new version of you with the new story, new beliefs, okay? So this is something you have to keep in mind. We have these two natures. We are awareness experiencing itself, and we are humans. When we come up with a desire, when we decide to manifest something, the awareness part of us knows that we can achieve it. It is already ours, okay? While our human nature, it's more about overthinking, logicality, okay? If I cannot see it, then I cannot believe it. If I can't understand it, then it can be, okay? If I cannot touch it, then it's not real. How long is it gonna take? You know, all of these questions come up from our human nature. And Neville talked a lot about this mystical side of the Bible. And throughout the entire Bible, you hear about this warfare between flesh and spirit. So this is basically what's going on within every one of us, okay? It's our higher self, awareness experiencing itself, and our flesh, our human nature. Which one is going to win, okay? Which side's going to be stronger? With our spiritual side, the awareness side of us, we manifest. With the human side of us, we manipulate. We do things. We act, okay? And those are completely different things. After this video, what do you have to say? Are you living the end, or are you still in your journey to your end? And that is okay too, okay? We have all been there. You know, the quickest way to get what you desire is getting quicker to that state of living the end. But this happens naturally. And the more you manifest things, that's why it's so important to keep manifesting small things. The more you believe your own power, the more you know. If I say that I am doing this right, I am doing this right. The more confidence you have in yourself, the faster you're going to get to that state of the wish fulfilled, okay? The more you're going to believe that what you have done is enough. And that's when you actually drop the seed on the ground, okay? So think about those things. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and we are going to talk soon. Bye guys.